A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com. High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome to a special presentation of Riverton High School Athletics. We are here live in Afton getting ready for the semifinal between the Riverton Wolverines and the Rock Springs Tigers. This will be a matchup potentially for the ages. Riverton, let's go through what can happen today. If Riverton wins, they automatically will be punched into state with no worse than a 2 seed into the state tournament next week in Casper. They will also be in the final of the regional for tomorrow, chance to get that coveted 1 seed. And maybe a little more weighing on the minds of some folk is a chance to avenge a 59-45 loss on February 17th at Rock Springs. So it will be all happening. The girls are running a little bit late as far as the girls' game that is before here, but that is going to set the championship game tomorrow for the ladies here at 4A West. It will be the Green River Lady Wolves facing the Cody Phillies. No surprise really there on either side, as it'll be the 2 number 1s. All right, we'll be right back with more of the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on KTAK after these messages.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing.
Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK. Reminder that we will be broadcasting this on YouTube as well. However, it will not be video because of rules here and who controls that. So it is the Riverton Wolverines versus the Rock Springs Tigers. Looking back at the last time they faced off, just not a good day all the way around. Paxton finished with 16 on the 17th, and that sounds good, but he only had 2 shots. He was 1 of 2 in the first half, and that was because Parker got in some serious foul trouble quickly, having 3 before the 2-minute mark to go in the first quarter, and he eventually did finish with 4, as he did a pretty good job, but it did take away his aggressiveness. Hutchison also did foul out. DeVries had 4. It's just a foul fest. DeVries finished with 10, and then it dropped off with Sheets with 5, Gabrielson with 5, Hutchison with 5, Hauk finished with 4. On the Rock Springs Tiger side, no surprise as to what happened there. Really the first team that Riverton, in shorter in stature than pretty much every team they face, was unable to annoy and intimidate with their aggressiveness and get somebody out of the paint. And, of course, that is number 3, Thomas. He finished the first half with 15 when they led 29-19, finished the day with 22. Of course, you can't go much further than that. Their second leading scorer, DeBoer, number 2, finished the first half with 8, held in check for much of the second half, only getting 10 total. He wound up having 3 personals and a technical in that. He is emotional, and Riverton has the defense to make you emotional and to make you frustrated. That's their aggressiveness, and it did so that night. They just really couldn't get off the schneid. They shot Riverton shooting 36% in that matchup to the 48% by Rock Springs. The other people on the board for Rock Springs were Stauffer and Anderson with 6. Newman had 7, and Patterson finished with 4. This is not also Butcher finished with 4. This is not a team that's going to go overly deep. Very athletic, but don't let that one game confuse you. Riverton is the number 1 seed for a reason, and we're going to see how that will pan out and if they can avenge that loss. Now, we did find out through our coaches show that we know that Coach Sheets had stated that we had a player with a displaced rib, separated shoulder for Dre. He wasn't playing, and we had several people getting over strep throat. But here's the great part and the reason why I love covering this team. Nobody made that excuse. Nobody said it until I found out through the coaches show and through the coaches program right after the game, and he was telling me about all of this. So no one was making excuses. They were just saying they didn't get it done, and shooting 9 of 25 in the first half is not going to get it done. Turnover-wise, these two teams were about even last game. Well, they weren't just about, they were even, having 7 turnovers apiece. So that's what happened last time, but this is here. Neutral court. Rock Springs does not have home court advantage. Neutral court here at Star Valley High School in Afton, and we are expecting a doozy of 2 games here. We'll be, of course, doing the Riverton game as always, but this place is going to continue. It's already about, what'd you say, Connor, about 2/3 of the way full?
Yes.
And it's only going to fill up more as Star Valley will be hosting the Evanston Red Devils in the other semifinal. That is the nightcap. We are wondering how the teams playing tomorrow that have advanced are going to have on the ride home. They're expecting a pretty decent little storm here, 3 to 5 inches in Afton, 3 to 6 inches of snow in Jackson for those going that way from Riverton. So that'll be kind of interesting to see what happens with the roads, what happens with visibility, because as the Star Valley folks have told us, the radio crew and the newspaper crews down here, that much like Riverton, they'll call for a dusting and they'll get half a foot. They'll call for 3 to 5, they'll get 15 inches. So we'll see how that all pans out. We did see that in Riverton last week with the 1A, 2A. We saw a lot of teams have to come in early because of the blizzard that was coming through. They got in Monday or some early Tuesday, with only one team waiting it out until Thursday to get into town. And according to our friends over at the Hampton Inn, Ryan Preston, the GM there, he stated that a lot of teams didn't get out until Sunday because of road closures, especially going east. So we've got about 5:25 until the tip-off. We'll be right back with the Ranger Keys of the Game here on KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine and Adina Vasco and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, And we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK. Reminder, you can also follow along on YouTube. We have a handy scoreboard up there for you to follow along on. And we are now ready for the Ranger Keys to the Game. And you've been saying, you've been hearing me all season long say, Riverton, just you be you kind of thing. Play your game and you'll be set. Well, here we're changing it. The Ranger Keys to the Game are kind of, they're simple to say, hard to execute. For Riverton defensively, Jason Vincent, Derek DeVries, Hunter Houck, Drevin Monroe, they have to be on their game in the paint specifically, really to handle Thomas. It's going to be, you've got to do to Thomas what you've done to every big man all season long, and forcing them outside, forcing them into mid-range jumpers, forcing them into things they are not comfortable with. So in addition to that on the defensive end, now we switch to the guards, and you've got to, if we are able to make Thomas step outside to get uncomfortable, had 22 last time, need to cut that down. We've got to also stop DeBoer from the dribble drive penetration. We've got to stop him from doing his athletic highlight type stuff. If we force DeBoer into a traditional basketball type of mindset where it's not, I hate to say a little playgroundish, a little bit of more highlight oriented, and force him into a game where he's having to go left, where he's having to, just go with traditional passing, we can really shut him down. First half, he had his way on the 17th of February. Second half, they did exactly that. He only got up 3 shots, only hit 1 of them, only finished the day with 10 after having 8 in the first half. And the final key to the game for Riverton is going to be best players have to be best players. At this point in time, there are no more excuses. There's no more, just being able to allow other guys to step up, although that can still happen, but you don't want to rely on that. Your best players have to be your best players. And who we're looking at that as far as is Parker Paxton, of course. Yesterday broke out of his slump a little bit, where he was he hit his first 3 field goals, but went 3 for 6 in the first half. But in the second half, he kind of slid back down. He was 1 of 6. He did finish with 14, but you look at him and Derek DeVries and really Jason Vincent, both defensively and offensively, and Hutchison as of late, those 4 have to be the best players, and it's got to start at the point guard position with Paxton. Now, unlike the last game, full complement of Wolverines, full everything of that nature, everybody as close to fully healthy as you can be after a long season. So we look forward to that. We want to thank the Ranger for sponsoring Keys to the Game. We'll be right back with the Sutherland starting lineups right after this on KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back to the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK. It is now time for your Sutherland's starting lineups. And they are exactly what they were previously. For the Rock Springs Tigers, coached by Coach Rosette, it'll be number 2, DeBoer, number 3, Thomas, number 10, Anderson, number 13, Newman, and number 23, Butcher. For the number 1 seed out of this quadrant, you have the Riverton Wolverines, coached by Coach Bo Sheets. You've got a senior, number 0, Jason Vincent. Number 1, a junior, Derek DeVries. Number 5, a senior, Cade Gabrielson. Number 12, a junior, Parker Paxton. And number 14, a senior, Nathan Hutchison. We'll be right back here on KTAK with the tip-off after these messages.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
All right, and welcome back to 93.9 KTAK. It is time for the tip-off. Wolverines going to be in their home whites with red numbering and red accents. They will be going left to right on your radio dial. For Rock Springs, they will be in their black with orange numbers. And they will be going right to left. So here's the tip, DeVries and Thomas. No surprises, Thomas wins it, and it goes to Butcher. Bringing it up is going to be DeBoer. He's guarded by Paxton. Of course, Riverton in the man-to-man. They get to Thomas, well away from the basket, not where he wants to be. Up top to Anderson. Anderson swings it around, gets it to Butcher. Now they go underneath to Thomas. He's cut off by Hutchinson nicely, and he has to pass it back out to DeBoer. DeBoer looking to go to Thomas. Again, Thomas 21 feet away from the basket. They get it over to DeBoer. He shoots a three, no good. Riverton's Kate Gabrielson comes away with the rebound. Gabrielson brings it over the timeline, hands it off to DeVries, and they'll start to run their motion offense. The students going against DeVries every time he touches it. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent looks to get it inside to Gabrielson, and the pass was off target, and it'll be the first turnover of the night for Riverton. 7:10 to go in the first quarter, no score. Both teams going to play great half-court defense. Neither one of them really looks to press unless absolutely necessary. DeBoer gets it to Butcher. Butcher driving in, puts it up, blocked by DeVries, but we're going to have a foul on the floor. I'm not sure that's against Derrick. That might have been against Hutchison. It's going to go against Paxton, and that's not a good sign in my opinion, just because he had quick three in the first quarter last game that they faced Rock Springs. Butcher will go to the line shooting two. He hits the first one, and we have our first point of the day. Second one is on its way. It is no good, but rebound. He rebounds it himself. Butcher kicks out to DeBoer. DeBoer looking to go baseline and throws it away. Just getting a little too fancy there, trying to be too much. Gabrielson hit on an outlet pass, goes all the way and good. 2-1 in favor of Riverton. Our first lead change of the night comes early at 6:35 to go in the first quarter. Looking to work inside is Anderson. He puts it up, no good. Rebound by Anderson, puts it up again, no good. And we're going to the floor, and we're going to get a foul maybe on the floor here, as we had a lot of guys hit the deck, kind of calling it kind of tight. This one going to go against Hutchison. That is his first, team second. You had four bodies on the floor. Inbound quickly to Thomas. He puts it up and good. They just lost track of him there. Another lead change, 3-2 in favor of Rock Springs. And now DeBoer's going to try one-man press. In the half court, remember, they will trap. Gets it to Hutchison. He goes to the elbow. Gets out to Vincent. Open for three. No good. And the ball is going to go up and over the backboard and go over to Rock Springs with 6:07 to play in the first. Substitution already. Hutchison going to come out as Sheets will come in, as well as Houck coming in for Gabrielson. Or probably the exact opposite, Houck for Hutchison and Sheets for Gabrielson. DeBoer bringing it over the timeline, 3-2 in favor of Rock Springs. Gets over to DeBoer. He looks inside to Thomas. Looks in for Butcher, and it's stolen away, and Sheets hits the ground hard. He's going to get fouled. Nicely done by him, and a good job of him to keep his head up and not let that hit the ground. So tell he's a coach's son. Fouls against Butcher, that's his first, and the team first against Rock Springs. So inbound after the foul is to Sheets from Vincent. Sheets seeing the trap coming, gets it to Vincent. Vincent to Houck. Houck goes into the paint, puts it up, no good. DeVries with the rebound. Gets it to Paxson, out to Sheets. And Sheets will look to set things up. Gets it to Houck on the elbow to Paxson. Paxson from a wing three, no good. Houck with the rebound, though, gets it to Sheets. Sheets on the left wing. He's going to come back up towards half court and reset the offense. Houck now with it up around the top of the key off of Sheets. Gets it to Sheets. Sheets a long three, no good. And Rock Springs comes away. They look to break. They do. They find an easy cutting Newman for two. And it is now 5-2 in favor of Rock Springs. Sheets brings over the timeline, gets it to Vincent. Vincent on the right wing, drives into the elbow, kicks out to Houck. Houck going to bring it up top, gets it back to Sheets. Sheets gets it to Vincent over in the corner, had the open three, but chose not to. Goes inside to DeVries. DeVries goes up with it, is blocked, but tips out his own rebound, gets it to Paxson. Paxson trapped, gets it to DeVries on the left wing. Back to Paxson. Paxson open for three. Boom! Parker from downtown. Oh, if he can get hot, it'd be nice. And we're tied up at 5 with 4:26 to go in the first quarter. DeBoer bringing it up. He's going to go to his left. Hands it to Newman. Gets it back out, and they swing it all the way around to Butcher. Looking inside for Thomas, and they throw it away for their second turnover of the night. It will go over to Riverton as Drevin Monroe comes in, as does Hutchison returns. They'll get DeVries and Newman, DeVries, Vincent, and Houck respectively. Who else came back in? I got to lay eyes on it. We got Gabrielson came back in. We got Sheets, Paxson, Gabrielson, Monroe, and Hutchison for the Wolverines. Gabrielson breaks the press, gets it to Monroe on the left wing. Brings up top, gets it to Paxson to set the offense. Over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson fakes the three, then thinks better of it. Picks up his dribble, goes to Paxson on the right wing. Right around the three-point line, Paxson pulls up. Of course, they're in a zone, as always, as Rock Springs. Gets it to Dre. Dre is going to get fouled by 13 on a reach. That's going to go against Newman. It'll be his second. Noticeably taped up is Drevin Monroe's shoulder. Of course, he has been rehabbing a dislocated shoulder, as we were told by Coach Sheets a couple weeks ago. Inbound, Sheets now has it on the far left wing, brings it up top at key, goes to Hutchison. Hutchison looks to drive, almost tosses it away. Gabrielson, good eyes on him, able to track it down. They get it to Paxson. 3:30 to go in the first. Swinging all way around to Sheets for three. In and out, no good. Rebound is going to go over to Rock Springs. We are still tied 5-5. Looking to move is DeBoer. Goes to Thomas, puts it up, and there's a charge! Thomas put it up and in, but Gabrielson took the absolute freight train charge from DeBoer. That'll be his first, team third. DeVries will return now for Sheets. I mean, Gabrielson just took it. I mean, that was hard. He went down hard, but that's what this team does, and it's what they know they have to do, giving up the size. So still 5-5. Gabrielson crosses the timeline, gets it to Hutchison, about 27 feet away from the basket, over to DeVries in the corner. Inside to Monroe, he is wide open and good. 7-5, third lead change of the evening. 2:55 to go in the first quarter. DeBoer guarded by Dre. He's going to go underneath, gets it to Thomas, up and good. Tie ball game again. Inbound is to Paxson, gets it to DeVries on the near sideline, and he will bounce pass it to Gabrielson to get it over the timeline. Back to DeVries, over to Monroe. Back up to the wing to DeVries. DeVries looks to drive, picks up his dribble, gets it to Paxson, who's open for three. Good! Parker from downtown. He's now 2 of 3 on the evening, and we have it 10-7 now in favor of Riverton. Gets it Thomas. DeBoer now gets it handed back. He's in the corner. Looks to move on DeVries. Driving in. Puts it up. Blocked by Monroe, but we're going to have a foul against a Wolverine here on the drive. Foul is going against Gabrielson. That's his first. Team third comes with at the 2:11 mark in the first quarter, and it'll send DeBoer to the line to shoot free throws. Let's see if I can really quickly tell you how he did from the line last week, or earlier this month. He didn't hit any, and he didn't shoot any. So nothing to tell us there, except for he does hit his first one. and makes it 10-8, and that is his first points of the night. Hutchison and Paxton coming out, as we will see Brody Dale come in, and we see the return of Vincent. Bringing it up after the miss on the second one by DeBoer. DeVries trying to go all the way, and they're going to call a block, and that has the bench, the coaches specifically, ticked off for Rock Springs, and I kind of get it. Foul is going to go against Patterson, who's checked in for them. That's his first. Right as he came in, he got called for the foul. It'll be the team fourth. Vincent will be rebounding from his left under the basket. He's going to go for Paxton. Him and DeBoer collide, going for a loose ball, but Dre able to get it. They get to DeVries. DeVries cross court to Vincent. Vincent on the far left wing looks to drive, gets it out to DeVries at the top of the key. He drives in, gets it to Monroe. Monroe puts it up, and he is going to get blocked by Thomas, and then it'll go out of bounds off of Drevin Monroe. 10-8 still, minute 45 to go in the first quarter. Exactly kind of what we expected, a heavyweight fight here. DeBoer brings it up, gets it over to Patterson. Patterson guarded by Paxton. Patterson up top to Anderson and over to DeBoer on the left wing. DeBoer looking inside for Thomas. DeVries went for the steal, can't get it. Thomas goes up and he'll get and one. He has 6 already. They've left him alone on pretty much every basket he has, and they cannot do that. So a chance to take the lead here. Thomas going to the line. Earlier this month, he was, trying to look here, he was 4 for 6 from the line. So pretty good big man free throw shooter. First one up, no good, and DeVries will come away with the rebound. So I jinx him, and that's a good thing. Minute 22 as DeVries brings it over, tied at 10. Dribbles in from the elbow, shoots from 10 feet. No good. Vincent going for the rebound, then Hutchison going for the rebound. Neither able to get it, but they steal it back, and we're going to get over and back. They stole it right as he was going over. He took 2 dribbles, though, did Vincent, so it'll go over on the over and back. So a wild, wild bit of entertainment there. And it'll lead to what it was going to have to lead to after that play anyway, which is Rock Springs ball. Patterson gets inbound. They get it to DeBoer. DeBoer, of course, guarded by Vincent, the best defender on Riverton. They get inside to Thomas. Thomas on Hutchison, and Hutchison's going to get called for a block. That's going to be his second. It'll be the team fourth. So both teams with 4 fouls each. Not a lot of turnovers. 2 for Rock Springs, 1 for Riverton. And Hout will be coming back in for Hutchison, as Hutchison now has 2. It'll be inbound underneath to our right of their basket for Rock Springs. Rock Springs inbounds to Anderson. He drives in, puts it up, and good. So we have our 4th lead change of the day, and we have a whistle on the floor. I'm kind of interested in what it is. It's a technical against them, against Rock Springs. So send Parker to the line. I'm trying to see who they called that on. They're going to say it's a technical against Anderson. He must have talked some trash there. It's his first foul. They send Paxton to the line. He hits all sorts of rim, but puts it in and good. This is where we need Paxton to go back to old form from last year and mid-season form and be one of the best free throw shooters in the state of Wyoming. Puts the second one up, and it is good as well. So we're back tied again, and it'll be Riverton's ball. Gabrielson, Vincent, Paxton, DeVries, and Houck are your Wolverines. And this is, we've only had 2 technicals called in any game this year for Riverton, and they've both been against Rock Springs. Paxton gets it to Vincent. Vincent driving into the paint, tries to put it up, and he was a little wild there, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. Foul is going to go against, let's see here, it's going against number 35. We don't have, that's Lionberger, that's right. They're 25 in that, so that's his first. He's now in the game. Team 5th. Inbound to Houck in the paint, gets out to Vincent on the wing. Up top to Paxson. Paxson will survey everything slightly to the right, top of the key. He steps up, fires from 3, no good. Maybe not the wisest shot he could take. And away comes DeBoer with it. He looks to put it up, no good. And Vincent and everybody going to fight for it. Vincent and Lionberger. It's going to go out off Vincent and remain with Rock Springs. So the inbound is going to be done by Butcher. He's going to get it inbounds. They're going to look for Thomas. They get it to him easily, puts it up and good, and he's got 8 on the night. He has not missed from the field, and it's 14-12. Getting it to Paxton on the far left. He inbounds it with 10 seconds left in the quarter. You know what Riverton's going to do here. DeVries is going to look to drive. They're going to hold for the last shot. Dribbles into the paint, puts it up, good! With 2 seconds left, and the clock expires before Rock Springs can inbound it. So after the first quarter here on KTAK, it is 14-14 between Rock Springs and Riverton in the 4A West Regional Semifinal with everything on the line. We'll be right back with the second quarter right after these messages on KTAK.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
And we're back here on KTAK to start the second quarter. Here it is 14-14, all about what we expected. Your starters are back in for Riverton, so it's Vincent, DeVries, Gabrielson, Paxson, and Hutchison. To start the second quarter, they will start with the ball. Here they get to Paxson on the right wing. He looks to drive. He's got to look. He misses. Gabrielson puts it back. No good. Gabrielson gets it back, gets it out to Hutchison, and they'll look to reset. We look to drive by Hutchison. There's going to be a foul called on the floor. It seems foul is going to go against Stauffer, who's seeing his first action of the night for Green River, and that is Team 6, his first. So next foul by, they're actually saying it's already in the 1-and-1. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had it messed up. So it is the 17th foul. Send Hutchison to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Hutchison has the ball, puts the first one up. It's a little bit too hard, off target, and away comes Rock Springs with the rebound with 7:37 to play in the half, tied up. Swinging it over to Newman. Newman looking inside to get Thomas, can't do it, gets it over to Patterson. Patterson for 3 is no good. And DeVries will come away with the rebound for the Wolverines. DeVries looking to go all the way down the court, hands it to Vincent on the wing, to Hutchison at the top of the key. He picks up his dribble, gets it Paxton to Gabrielson. Gabrielson a long 3, no good. Vincent with the rebound, out to Paxton. Paxton for 3, good! Paxton with the 3. We now have 5 lead changes in the game. 17-14 in favor of Riverton. Bringing it up court is Newman, guarded by Paxton, gets it to Stauffer. Stauffer looking to dribble, drive in. He's guarded by Gabrielson, picks up his dribble, has to get it out to Butcher. Butcher over to Newman. Newman looking to drive, cut off by Paxton. Brings it back up top, over to Patterson, top of the key. He swings over to Butcher on the left wing, brings it to the elbow, out to Stauffer, looking to drive, kicks it out to Patterson. Patterson looking to drive over Gabrielson, and a charge drawn by Kate Gabrielson. Second one of the night. This not quite as nasty as the last one. That'll go against Patterson. That's his second, team 8th. Of course, offensive foul there, so no 1-and-1, but getting closer to the double bonus. So here we had a whistle, so DeBoer coming back in, I see, and Thomas, of course, in as well. Bringing it over to timeline is Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Paxton. Paxton to Vincent. Vincent for 3. No good. And we're going to get Hutchison. He threw Stauffer away to get that rebound, and unfortunately that's number 3 on Hutchison. So we're going to test the shoulder out quite a bit more tonight, I'm guessing, for Drevin Monroe, as Hutchison has 3. Drevin does check in here and joins Paxson, Gabrielson, DeVries, and Vincent. 17-14, Riverton with the lead, 6:10 to go in the half. They swing it over to Stauffer. Stauffer on the left wing to Newman. Newman back to Stauffer. Stauffer bringing it up top, goes to DeBoer. DeBoer guarded by Vincent, gets a screen from Thomas. Nice help, he's going to shoot a 3. No good. Monroe fighting for it, but goes out to DeBoer. He gets it, and we've got a foul on the floor here. Foul is going to go against Vincent. That is his first. Team 5th. And they're going to say DeBoer was shooting. No, they're going to team 5th. I've got team 5th. Oh, they're saying 7th. I missed something somewhere. Do apologize. He misses from the free throw line. He only 1 of 3, no points from the field, and DeVries comes away with the rebound. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent drives in, gets it to Monroe. Monroe pump fakes, decides not to go challenge Thomas, and swings it up to Paxson on the left wing. Paxson looks to drive, stops, gets a screen from Monroe, goes to the free throw line, pops from 15, and he's good. And Parker's having a whale of a half. It's 19-14. Parker with 11. He's got 13 already on the day. Best players got to be best players, as we said during the Ranger Keys of the Game on the Hamlin and Sweets pregame show. Swinging around, they get to Butcher from 15. Nice fadeaway by the young man, and it's good. 19-16, 5:07 and counting to play in the half. Paxson bringing it up on the right side. He's looking to drive, stops from 15, fires again. No good. Monroe with the rebound. He's on the low block, looks to pass it, and they're going to call a foul or a walk. They're going to call a travel, I do believe, against Monroe. No, they're not. They're going to call, I'm trying to see what they're going to call. Yes, they are going to call a travel. So the second turnover of the night against Riverton. Again, turnovers not being a factor in this game. Both teams playing great defense, just keeping shots at a minimum. 19-16 in favor of Riverton. Chance to cut it to 1 or tie it for Rock Springs here. Tiger swinging around the horn. Get it up top now to Stauffer. Stauffer drives to his right, cut off by Sheets, who's now in the game for Riverton. He drives all the way in, and we're going to get an and 1. The foul's going to go against Drevin Monroe. That'll be his first, team 8th. Basket was made by Lionberger, who's now back in. And he will have a chance to tie it at 19. Hauk is now checked in as well. So it's Hauk, Monroe, Sheets, DeVries, and Paxson. Lionberger unable to tie it up as he misses the free throw. Hauk with the rebound, and he gets it to DeVries, who brings it all the way up across the timeline as we go under 4.5 to play in the half. DeVries looking to drive down, cut off by a double team, gets it to Paxson. Paxson guarded by DeBoer, uses a screen from DeVries, gets cut off, gets it back to DeVries. DeVries looking to drive in, and he's going to lose the ball out of bounds for turnover number 3 there. And now that means Rock Springs will be looking to take the lead here if they can convert at the 4:13 and counting mark of the first half. Bringing it up, they're going to say Monroe has 2. Bringing it up is DeBoer. He swings it over to Stauffer. Stauffer looking to drive, puts up a 15-footer. And we've got a full timeout. That was a weird time to call timeout, but a full timeout by the Tigers of Rock Springs. 3:59 to go in the first half. 19-18 in favor of Riverton. We'll be right back on KTAK.
From the field to the court to the pool and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Welcome back to 4A West Regional action here on KTAK. I am Kevin Shields, your voice of the Riverton Wolverines. I'm joined on keeping the scoreboard for you on YouTube is Connor Shields, and back at the mothership is Kirk Baxter, keeping all these games going as well. Reminder that we do have some late games for Lander Valley on KFCW, and the 2A state tournament is on KWYW. Out of the timeout, they get DeBoer. He looks to go baseline, tries to go up and under, gets it Newman for a three. Good. Three-point basket, and we now have our sixth lead change of the night, 21-19 Rock Springs. Riverton gets it to Houck on the left wing, up top to Sheets. Sheets looks to drive in, has to pick up his dribble at the elbow, gets it down to Houck. Houck back out to Sheets. Sheets for three. He just can't buy a bucket today. He's 0 for 3 on the day, and along will come the break. They try and feed it to Butcher, but Sheets able to get back and cause the ball to go out of bounds. We'll see Thomas coming in now for Butcher, and Drevin Monroe, Vincent's going to come get him. So it's Houck, Paxson, Vincent, Sheets, and DeVries for the Wolverines. Also coming in is Anderson for Rock Springs. 3:25 to go, 2-point ball game in favor of Rock Springs. They inbound it to Stauffer. Anderson. He looks to drive, puts it up. He travels. That'll be their third turnover of the day. A lot of people hit the floor really hard for that just to be a travel, not a block or a charge. Nonetheless, Riverton will look to tie it or take the lead here after that turnover. 3:16 and counting in the half. 21-19, Riverton trails by 2. DeVries with up top, goes to Paxson. Paxson from about 27 feet away, surveying the defense. Now he starts his dribble. Thought about going for a drive, instead hands it to Derek. DeVries brings it back up the top of the key. He's left open for three. In and out, no good. And we're going to get Houck touches it last and sends it out of bounds. So it will go over to Rock Springs here, who will look to extend their lead with 2:55 to play in the half. Inbound is Anderson, who will bring it straight up over the timeline. Goes to his left to Anderson. Goes inside for Lionberger. He puts it up and good. 23-19, and this second quarter is where things got really out of hand for Riverton. Vincent gets it to Paxson, who will look to break the timeline, gets it to DeVries on a pass at the wing. DeVries looking to drive, puts it up, no good. Houck is going to get it tipped up to DeBoer, and they find a streaking Newman, good for 2, and it's now 25-19 in favor of Rock Springs. And we're going to get a foul here on the floor as Riverton brought it up and over. Right now in the second quarter, Paxson is 2 for 3. Everybody else is a total of 0 for 6 from the field. Sheets is going to be fouled, though, by Anderson. That's his second, team 9th. So Sheets will go to the line looking for his first points of the day and a 1-and-1. First one on its way, no good. Got to hit your free throws, young men. But the rebound is going to bounce all the way out into Paxson's hands after it was fought for. 2:07, they get it to Sheets. Sheets from the left wing brings it up top. Looks to get it to Houck, and it's going to get stolen. And this lineup just not taking care of the ball right now. Rock Springs gets it into Butcher, who goes up and good. And we're on it's now a 10-0 run for Rock Springs. Paxson trying to bring it in, puts it up, good! Paxson hasn't shot in a while, puts one up there. It's going to be a timeout after that make by Sheets. He's going to call a full one with 1:59 to go in the half. We'll take it with him, 27-21. Rock Springs with a 6-point lead here on KTAK.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help, in Lander and Riverton.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School Athletics. Minute 59 to go in the half, and until Parker hit that two-pointer, that floater, it was a 10-0 run by Rock Springs. They now lead by 6. They got the lead up to 8. And it's a lot of guys getting lost on backdoor cuts. They're resembling the black and orange of Princeton from back in the 80s and 90s. DeBoer with it on the rebound. He slipped, but again, they just left Leyenberger. He puts it up and good. 29-21. They are leaving their men and double-teaming everything, even when he didn't have a shot. It's confusing right now. Vincent with it. And the half-court dribbles to the free throw line, gets it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Hauk. Only 6 points by the rest of Riverton, 15 by Paxton. Vincent looking to drive in, puts it up, off the backboard, and good. Make that 8 now. 29-23, a minute to go. DeBoer with it, guarded by Vincent. Vincent looking to get it into Leyenberger. DeBoer looking to get it Leyenberger. Leyenberger puts it up. This time they didn't leave him, and he missed. Paxton trapped, has to get to DeVries with 45 seconds left, gets it to Hauk. Hauk gets it to Paxton, back to Hauk. Hauk to DeVries, back to Hauk. Hauk underneath, has to go out to Vincent. Vincent for 3, no good. He's not hitting from 3. He needs to be driving right now. 0 for 3 from the three-point line, and almost all of them from the same basic spot. He's been shooting from the corner. 25 seconds left, 6-point game in the half here, and DeBoer will bring it over, and Rock Springs is going to look to hold for the last second shot. They get it over to Newman. Newman brings it up top with 10 seconds. Newman to Butcher. Butcher hands it back to DeBoer. DeBoer looking to spin, 6 seconds. Looking to drive in the middle, puts it up, no good. Paxton comes away with it. Shoots from three-quarter court. Oh! Just left it just short. Right on target. So, at the end of the first half, it is 29-23 in favor of Rock Springs. We'll be right back with the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show after these messages on KTAK.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Welcome back. It's time for the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show here on KTAK for a great education at an affordable price. Check it out, cwc.edu. All right, at the end of one, it is 29-23. We're tied up at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, Rock Springs outscoring Riverton 15-9, so that's where we are with a 6-point deficit. Thomas leads the scoring for Rock Springs with 8. He's 4 of 4 from the field, but didn't take a shot in the second quarter. That's followed by Newman, who's 3 of 3 and has 7 points. Lionberger, 3 of 4 with 6. Notice the post guys are getting in, and it's because of cuts. All 3 of those guys post, as well as Butcher, who plays in the post. He has 5. He's 2 of 3. And then Anderson with 2, DeBoer with only 1 coming off a free throw. So it's definitely been scoring inside and really not a post-up type play, but more on open guys on cutting. Guys not helping out, the rotation of the defense not working out. So that leads to Rock Springs is shooting a ungodly, unholy, very impressive 62% from the field. However, they are only 29% from the free throw line in this game. Both teams with 3 turnovers as well. On the Riverton side of things, Parker Paxson leads all scoring with 15. He's 5 of 8 on the night. But here's where it gets not so great. After Parker, you've got Vincent, DeVries, Monroe, and Gabrielson all with 2 points. They each have 2. No one's really stepped up into that role. And as a team, or as far as hitting, as a team, Riverton is shooting 35%. That's not going to get done. From the free throw line, they are shooting 50%. Again, everybody besides Parker Paxson missing their free throws. Parker's hit. So it has been Paxson, basically. It's been kind of his show on the offensive side of things. On the defensive side of things, Vincent has shown that he can shut down DeBoer at least for a half. We need to have him do it again. And in terms of foul trouble, only really one guy in any kind of major foul trouble for either team, and that being Nathan Hutchison, who has 3 fouls. Monroe has 2 for Riverton as well, and Anderson and Patterson each have 2 for Rock Springs. Thank you. This has been the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show. We'll be right back with the second half here on KTAK.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. We are now at the start of the second half. Starters for everybody in. So that means Vincent, Hutchison, DeVries, Gabrielson, Paxson. Riverton's going to start with the ball. They're going right to left. They trail by 6, 29-23. Gabrielson gets it to Paxson. Paxson's going to need some help. He drives the lane, puts it up. No good, and he'll go to the line. Fouled in the process. Fouls against, I can't tell the number they threw up. I think it's number 3. It is. It's against Thomas. That is his first, team first of the second half. Paxson puts the first one up and good. He now has 16, cuts the lead to 5. Paxson has all but 8 points if you weren't around for halftime. Second one on its way and good. Now he has more than half the points. It's 25-29, 4-point game. Riverton going to be in the man-to-man, of course. DeBoer gets it over to Butcher. Butcher looking inside. It's not there. DeVries with the steal. Nicely done, Derek. Derek leading the way, gets it to Gabrielson, who puts it up, and good! And suddenly it's a 2-point game. Gabrielson with his 4th point of the night, 29-27. DeBoer with it, looks to move in on Vincent. Oh, he lost Vincent, puts it up, but he's short. Thomas goes over, he's short as well. So all the highlight there for DeBoer of making Vincent fall down and unable to convert it. And Riverton will come down, chance to tie or take the lead here at 7:07. DeVries for a long 3, no good. And Gabrielson was going for it, but DeVries and now we got a kick ball everywhere. A soccer game suddenly broke out. Several people kicked it. It goes out of bounds off of Riverton, so we'll stay with them. But DeVries, it was weird. Gabrielson looked like he was going. I don't know if he's called off by DeVries, but he slowed up. DeVries looked like he was going for it, but he slowed up too. Inbound is to Anderson. No good from 3. And Vincent with the rebound gets it to DeVries. Again, a chance to tie very quickly. 6-point lead is potentially evaporated. To Paxson on the right wing. Back to DeVries. DeVries looking to drive. Does so with the spin. Puts it up. No good. And he'll go to the line. So they've decided, obviously, Coach Sheets has seen something that he likes, and he is driving into the paint. Foul is against number 13. That's Newman. That's his second, team second of the half. And DeVries will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. First one on its way. Looked too hard, was too hard. Didn't get a whole lot of curvature on that. Did not get a whole lot of loft on it at all. And it just kind of went firing into the back of the rim. So still a chance to pull within 1. Derek puts the second one up, leaves it short, hits all sorts of iron, and then falls off no good. DeVries struggling tonight offensively, only 2 points, only 1 field goal on the night, obviously, and 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Newman looking to get it inside, gets it to Lionberger, who's now in. I do believe that's him. They get it back to Newman, and he puts it up, and good. 31-27, 6:12 to play in the third and counting. DeVries with it. He'll bring it over the timeline. Looks to dribble drive, going down the middle. Kicks it out to Hutchison for 3. Good! Hutchison from downtown has his first points of the night. And we have a timeout on the floor, 31-30. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Let's see who's calling it. It's a 30-second timeout for Riverton. Comes with 5:59 to play in the third. We'll take it with them. Be right back in 30 seconds here on KTAK.
Plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. 5:59 to play in the third, 31-30 in favor of Rock Springs. Bringing it up is Newman. He's going to go to his left. He's going to hand it off to Anderson. Anderson over to Thomas. Thomas way away from where he would normally set up, and back to Newman. Newman gets it to DeBoer. DeBoer looking inside for Lionberger. They get it out to Thomas. Thomas pulls up for an 8-footer, and he's good. 33-30. Paxton looking to break the press now. They're going to come back with the trap. Sheets is in now for Riverton, as is Hauk. Gets it up top to Sheets as they broke the press. Sheets kind of stuck, gets it to Hauk at the elbow. Hauk looking to drive, picks it up out to Sheets. He faked the 3, picks it up, looks to drive now, gets it to Paxton for 3. No good! And we're going to get a foul against Riverton, I do believe, on the rebound attempt. Let's see who they're going to whistle it against. And that is against Hutchison, his 4th. The bad part is you want him to play with reckless abandon, but he can't when he's got 3. And that means Drevin Monroe is going to come in again, and he will probably see some extended time. DeBoer with it now, looking to drive, and he's going to get called for a carry. And it's just not been his night either. That's turnover number 5. DeBoer, their second leading scorer usually on the season. By far their most athletic. He's 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 0 of 5 from the field. Sheets inbounds to Paxton in the backcourt. 5 minutes to go in the third. 3-point game in favor of Rock Springs. Sheets gets it to Monroe to break the press. Monroe to DeVries. He's open for 3. No good. Monroe going to fight for it. It's going to go out of bounds and over to Rock Springs. So nobody really hitting from the field today except for Parker. You got 4 points for Gabrielson, 3 for Hutchison, and then 2 for a smattering of others. But nobody's really shooting all that well. And I don't think it's legs because no one's leaving it predominantly short or anything of that nature. So inbound is going to be by Butcher. He's going to get it to DeBoer. DeBoer brings it up quickly into the front court, picks up his dribble, goes to Thomas on the left wing. Thomas up top to Butcher. He faked a 3, then passed to DeBoer. DeBoer with Gabrielson in his face shoots a long 3, no good. Rebound by DeBoer, and he's going to look to save it from going out of bounds. He was carrying himself over bounds. Throws it off Monroe's hands, and he'll stay with Rock Springs. DeBoer looking to inbound. Can't find anybody. Finally finds somebody on the run, and we're going to get a charge. Yes, we are. That's going to go against Newman. He came in streaking and ran the Riverton, the Wolverine over. I didn't lay eyes on who it was. It might have been it's Paxton or Monroe. I know they're completely different. It was Monroe, Connor's telling me. So Newman, that is his team third of the half. So he'll go sit and get substituted. Sheets with it now to Gabriel, getting there, looking to finally gets to Monroe, cracks the timeline to Hauk over in the corner, up top to Gabrielson. Gabrielson back to Monroe. Monroe looking inside. Nothing there. Back up to Gabrielson. Gabrielson cross court to Sheets. Sheets looking to drive. Does so, gets it Monroe at the free throw line. He looks to drive, puts it up, and he's blocked by 3 different guys. Not the wisest shot he's ever taken. And away comes Rock Springs looking to extend the lead. 3:56 to go in the third, 3-point game. Inbound, going inside to where Hauk is guarding him, looking to get DeBoer. He loses control of it, but it goes right to Patterson. Patterson back to DeBoer. He makes a move, shoots for 3. No good again. And the rebound is going to go out of bounds and will be off of Rock Springs. So it'll be Riverton basketball with 3:37 to play in the third. Monroe going to come out now. He looks like she's giving a little bit of discussion on shot selection maybe. That was not the wisest shot he's gone up with when he was surrounded by 3 guys and some guys were open. Gabrielson brings it up. Again, chance to cut it to 1 or tie it. Paxton off the screen. Thomas switches on him. They get to Vincent. Vincent gets it back to Paxton. Comes off the screen. Stops for 3. Leaves it short. But Hauk puts it up and good. Pulls within 1. Nicely done by the bench player there. 33-32, 3:09, 3:08 to go in the third. Stauffer with it. Gets it to Thomas on the wing, and he's going to throw it away. Again, much like we've seen before with our ladies, a cut happening beforehand. They get to Gabrielson for a wide open 3. Good! Kate Gabrielson from downtown! And we have a lead change, 35-33 in favor of Riverton. And maybe some other people are starting to wake up now. That was a beautiful rebound by Hauk and a beautiful transition pass and shot over by Gabrielson. Drevin Monroe going to look to come back in. It looks like he's going to the timeline. And Hauk's going to get called for a reach there. They got to Thomas at the elbow, and he just reached in. That'll be his second. Nope, they're saying that's his first. So that's where I had one too many fouls. That'll only be the team's second, though. And so now we've got DeVries, Monroe, Vincent, Paxton, and Gabrielson in the game. 2:36 to play in the third. Inbound is going to be to 20, and they're going to say a foul on the floor. 20, that's Widener, his first action of the day. They're going to say it was before he took the shot. Foul is against Vincent. That's his second, team third of the half. So they will be inbounding, Rock Springs will, to the right of their own basket. Looking to inbound, and they turn it over on the inbound pass. One of the things you've heard me during the Gals game say is those little inbound passes that make no sense. Really bouncing it into the paint. Gabrielson going to drive, shoot from 15 is no good. And away comes Rock Springs with the rebound. Widener now with it, guarded by Vincent. He gets it over to Butcher. Butcher back to Widener, back to Butcher. Say that 3 times fast. Gets it to Patterson. Patterson guarded by DeVries. They get it to Widener, and they swing it all back around to Patterson. And now with Stauffer. Nothing going to the basket. They're going with one of their smaller lineups. Gets it to Patterson. He shoots from 15. No good. Rebound is going to go to DeVries. Chance to extend the lead past 1 possession with 1:47 to go in the third. DeVries brings it up. Gets it to Gabrielson on the right wing. Gabrielson looking for Paxton. Looked like he was going to be open. Paxton looking to drive, backs out now. Looking for a screen from Monroe. Got it. Goes to Gabrielson on a pass. Inside on the low block to Monroe. Monroe looking to back him down. Puts it up. And good! Drevin Monroe this time was patient. Went up and faked and then came up with it. And it is 37-33. And we've got something on the floor. I don't know what we have here. Oh no, it looks like Monroe, it looks like he's okay. It looks like his brace may have came off his shoulder, so they have to get him off. They whistle it dead there. Of course, Drevin is coming back off of a separated shoulder. So it's 37-33 in favor of Riverton with 1:22 to go in the third quarter. Riverton came storming back from being 6 down, has held Rock Springs thus far to only 4 points in the third quarter. Swinging at Butcher. Look inside for Thomas. Back to Butcher. Butcher from the elbow. No good. Gets it to Patterson. Left all alone for a rebound, and he's fouled by Vincent. Nobody put a body on him. Foul is going to be number 3 against Vincent, and that is starting to get a little concerning with Hutchison with 4, Vincent with 3. Sheets is going to come in and get Vincent, it looks like. Patterson puts the first one on its way, and good. 37-34. Sheets does come in and get Vincent. So now you got DeVries, Gabrielson, Sheets, Houck, and Paxton. Probably about the smallest lineup that I have seen Sheets have to go with this season. But it is a very aggressive lineup, so that could help out. Second one on its way, and good by Patterson. 2-point game, 37-35. Gabrielson, DeVries passing it back and forth. Gabrielson gets it to Paxton. Paxton looking to drive, goes up from 8 feet, tried to go off the rebound, gets it to Gabrielson with the rebound. Sheets for 3, no good, and rebound is going to be by Stauffer. Sheets just cannot buy a bucket today from the field. Rock Springs with it in the half court. Patterson with it. Now back up to DeBoer, who's checked back into Stauffer. 35 seconds left. Stauffer looking to drive, does so, puts it up, and they're going to say he ducked his shoulder and charged into Paxton. Player control foul. That'll be Stauffer's second, team 4th. So with 32.5 seconds left in the third, it'll be Riverton basketball up by 2. And you know if Coach Sheets has his way at any stretch of imagination, he will hold for the last shot. He'll have his boys hold it for the last shot. That's what they like to do under a minute. But now they got DeVries cutting. Oh, they got DeVries was cutting to Sheets. Now to Gabrielson for 3. No good by Gabrielson. We have a foul on the floor, and it is against Rock Springs. Sheets unhappy, it seems, with the shot selection there as he was yelling at Gabrielson. Foul is going to go against Butcher. That's his second, team 5th. And it'll be inbound with 15.6 seconds from the right of the basket for Riverton. He's going to inbound to Sheets up top. Sheets gets it to Paxton. Paxton, pull it out, try to start his move at 8 seconds. There's 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Now he puts it on the ground. 6 seconds. Now he's looking to go in. 3 seconds, and he throws it away. DeBoer from three-quarter court hits it as time expires. Hits it from three-quarter court as time expires. So momentum and a heartbeat. DeBoer gets his first field goal, and it results in a lead chain, 38-37. Didn't really like the play Paxton had as he lost it on a turnover, and away came DeBoer, who bounced it off the backboard, and they now trail. So it's 38-37. Rock Springs, 8 minutes to go. We'll be right back on KTAK.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back to KTAK. We've had a little bit of everything here in this heavyweight bout between Rock Springs and Riverton. We have 8 minutes to go, the 4th quarter. Everything here is now extremely large. Chance for the championship of the region, chance for a shot at the championship game. A bid in state on the line right now. The winner will automatically be there, and it'll start with Rock Springs with the ball. DeBoer gets it. He looks to drive the middle, puts it up, no good. He hits the three-quarter court, can't hit the layup. Paxton bringing it back up, gets it to Houck. Houck is in, Gabrielson's in, Paxton, DeVries, and Vincent. DeVries looking to drive in, is cut off. DeVries gets it up to Vincent. Vincent will look to start things up, goes to DeVries. DeVries looking inside for Houck, and looking inside for Paxton, and they're going to get a foul, I think, on 10. That is on 10. That's Anderson. That is his third, team 6. So Riverton will be shooting free throws after this one, or after the next one. 7:30 to go in the ball game, in regulation. Inbound to Houck. Handed off to Paxson. Paxson looking to go around, gets it to Vincent. Vincent now looking to drive to the free throw line, gets it to DeVries. DeVries drives in. He's cut off, and the ball is stolen by DeBoer. 5th turnover of the night for Riverton. Nice passing done. They get it to an open look by 10. No good. I think they're going to get 3 over the back. They are. Anderson missed the nice look on some good passing, and then Thomas goes over the back. That is, is second, and that'll be the team's 7th, being an over the back. It will lead to free throws. These by Jason Vincent. He has not shot any on the day. He's 1 for 4 from the field with 2 points. Of course, in this game against Rock Springs, defense is usually his calling card. It's a big-time one this time. It's not Vincent going line, though. It's Gabrielson. He puts the first one up and good. So I went through all that, giving him defensive props, and it wasn't even him. Gabrielson puts it up and good. So we are now tied at 38. Gabrielson looking to cause the 8th lead change of the day. He does. Got to hit your free throws, as the misses would say back home. Gabrielson now makes it 39-38. Bringing it up is DeBoer. Goes to Newman. Over to Butcher in the right corner. Looking inside for Thomas. Back outside for Anderson. Anderson looking to drive, and they're going to get him for a walk, no doubt, and they do. That's now 9 turnovers on the day against Rock Springs. 1-point game we're seeing, let's see here, Patterson is checking in for them right now. And Monroe is going to come in for Houck. Under 7 minutes now to play. 1-point game for Riverton. Gabrielson brings it up, goes to Paxson. Paxson behind the back dribble, now comes up top. Gets it to Gabrielson, who's open for 3. Good! Kate Gabrielson! 42-38, 4-point game for Riverton. 6:40, 6:39 to go. Vincent guarding DeBoer. DeBoer looking to get it over to, and it's stolen by Derek DeVries. DeVries brings it up into the half court and stops wisely, as he didn't have numbers. Goes to Paxson. Paxson a long 3. Good! Parker Paxson from way downtown extends the lead out to 45-38. The Riverton crowd goes nuts. We'll be right back on KTAK.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. Last minute and 37 seconds, Riverton has gone on an 8-0 run to start the 4th and leads 45-38. Turnover on the floor, and we're going to get a hold against Riverton. That'll be their 5th team foul, and it's going to go against number 4. That's Monroe. That'll be his 3rd. So Rock Springs will be looking to inbound. DeBoer looking to inbound it. Gets it into Patterson. Patterson back to DeBoer. DeBoer looking to spin inside to the paint. Does so. Has to get it out to Newman. And back out to DeBoer, who's now up top. 6:05, 6:04. Riverton has come storming back. Newman with it now. Tries a little push off. Has to go to Patterson instead. Now to DeBoer. Underneath to Thomas. Thomas puts it up and good. When in doubt, go to him. 45-40, Riverton with the lead with 5:45 to go. Paxson brings it up, looks to go to his right, gets it to DeVries. DeVries now top of the key. He may shoot the 3. He does shoot the 3. Good! DeVries from downtown! 48-40, 5:30 to go and counting. And all of a sudden, Riverton has decided to heat up. Going for a pass to DeBoer inside, and it's a turnover. DeVries and Monroe both getting a hand on that, and eventually going into DeVries' hands. Chance to get this thing out to double digits when you're down by one less than 3 minutes ago. DeVries with it, works off the pass, gets it to Monroe outside. Vincent for three, no good. Gabrielson going up for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Rock Springs. 5:03 to go, 48-40. I don't have much left in me. Connor sitting here. You ought to see him, folks, with his hand motions and stuff. I ought to put him live on the mic. Inbound is to Vincent. Vincent puts it up for two. No good. Thomas comes away with it. Not the best shot selection as he's kind of fading underneath the basket. DeBoer with it, guarded by Vincent. 4:52, 4:51. DeBoer with it still. Gets it to Butcher, who now gets over to Newman. Newman looking inside, gets it over to DeBoer instead on the baseline. Inside to Thomas. He's funneled inside. Nicely done by the defense. He misses, and DeVries comes away with it. Again, a chance to get this thing out to a 10-point lead with 4:32, 4:31 to play. Hutchinson now getting up. He's going to come back in with 4 fouls. Sheets has figured this is the time. Vincent with it to DeVries for three. Oh, in and out. Gabrielson's going to get called for over the back there. He tried to tip it, and he went over the back. So, not really over the back. They're going to call him for a shove because, as we've been told, they don't call over the back anymore. 16 fouls, so everybody's going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way. That is Cade's second team foul. Comes at the 4:21 mark. Second foul for him, personal foul, comes at the 4:21 mark in the fourth. Thomas with it way away from the basket as Houck is now checked in. Gets it to Patterson. He runs over Sheets. Charge! And it wasn't Patterson, it was Anderson. And that should be his fourth. Nicely done by Sheets. Anderson's fourth, team eighth. So offensive foul still just being inbound, but another chance to get this out to 10 points, Connor. Inbound to Sheets, gets it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson, Paxton, Sheets, Hutchinson, and Houck are your Wolverines right now as we're about to go under 4 minutes to play in the game. Gabrielson over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson comes up top, looks to drive. He goes to the baseline, picks up his dribble. He's stuck, tries to put it up. He's blocked. Could have passed it out, just didn't see the guy on the wing for him. And they get it over to Patterson. Patterson bringing up 3:43, 3:42 to Newman on the right wing, over to DeBoer. DeBoer swings it to Patterson on the left wing. Looking inside for Thomas, they get it back. They go inside, and we're going to get another charge. This one drawn by Houck. And they're just waiting for these guys to go in with their shoulders down. This one on Patterson, it will be his third, team number 9. So next foul will put Riverton into the double bonus. Houck looking to inbound, gets it to Gabrielson with 3:31, 3:30, 3:29, 3:28 to go. Gabrielson bringing it over the timeline. He's guarded by Newman. Gabrielson picks up his dribble, goes to Houck. Kind of threw it low at his feet, but Houck able to corral it. Houck looking to dribble, and now he's stuck. He gets it to Hutchinson at the free throw line. Hutchinson now looking to make a move inside. Spins, puts it up. He's blocked again. And away comes Green River, Rock Springs. Rock Springs 303, 302. 8-point lead in favor of Riverton. They're looking to drive, put it up, no good, but we're going to have 2 shots. That was by Newman. Foul is going to go against number 5. That's Kate Gabrielson. That's his third, team 7th, but they're going to say it was a shooting foul, so it'll be 2 shots for Newman. Newman hasn't shot a free throw on the day, so this will be his first time at the line. First one on the way and good. You just hope that Riverton does not regret the chance to extend that lead to 10 points or more. DeVries, Vincent checking in, now joining, and Monroe joining Sheets and Paxton. I don't think with under 3 minutes to go we're going to see Paxton or DeVries sit. Misses the second one. Vincent with the rebound. I also don't think we're going to see Vincent sit the rest of the way unless they foul out. DeVries is going to bring it over the timeline. 2:49, 2:48. 7-point lead, 48-41. They get to Vincent on the left wing. Comes off a screen. Nicely done. Picks it up. Goes to DeVries. He had an open look at 3. Instead he goes baseline. Gets it into Monroe. Out to Vincent. Vincent going to pull it up. Pulls up his dribble, gets it to Monroe, and now to Paxton with 2:30 to play. Paxton going to look to drive, gets it to Monroe, and this is trademark Sheets. Let him eat some time if you can. Sheets getting stuck. They need to call a timeout. They do. 30-second timeout with 2:20 to go, called by Riverton as Monroe was stuck there and no one coming to help him. We'll take it with them. Riverton leads by 7. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School Athletic. The fourth quarter right now belonging all to Riverton, but we still got 2:20 to go. Entered down by 1 after a three-quarter shot by DeBoer and went on an 8-0 run. Now it's an 8-3 run in favor of the Wolverines to pull up 48-41 currently. DeVries looking to inbounds, going to get it to Paxton. Paxton not the guy you even want to think about fouling right now. Paxton gets it to DeVries. DeVries looking to bring it in, down, goes towards the right baseline. They go back to Gabrielson. 2:07, 2:06. Gabrielson to Vincent. Vincent looking to drive baseline, and they're going to get him for a charge. That's his 4th, team 8th. No free throws on it, but this is getting to a point foul-wise that you do not want overtime if you're Riverton. Still up by 7, 2:03. The clock, 2:02, 2:01. There we go. The clock didn't seem to be moving at first. Gets it to Patterson. Patterson, they switch off on him, and now they let him go all the way, but he misses an easy layup, and Drevin Monroe comes away with the rebound. Paxton coming down middle of court, gets it to Vincent. The foul there, and we're going to get a foul on number 1. That's Patterson, his 4th. That'll be the team 10th, so it'll be 2 shots for Vincent. Vincent has not taken a shot from the free throw line today. Yesterday, he was 2 for 4. So in this tournament, he's shooting 50% from the free throw line. Minute 45 to go. Come on, Jason. Puts the first one up. Too hard, no good. Too hard, maybe a little too much spin. You think I'd rarely say that, but that was like a cue ball with a ton of English on it. Vincent, the second one up and good. 8-point lead, 49-41, minute 45, 44. Patterson bringing it up for Rock Springs, hands it to DeBoer. DeBoer swinging it to Butcher. Butcher back to DeBoer. DeBoer for 3, looks short, is short. Rebound by Paxton. And this game, if Riverton holds on to this game, it's going to be definitely. Oh, a break! They get it to Monroe! Easily done. Nice look by Paxton. And we're out to a 51-41 game. Stolen away by Vincent. Vincent going to hit Gabrielson. He's going all the way. Puts it up. Good by Ken Gabrielson. And we're quickly out to a 12-point lead with a minute 12, minute 10. Rock Springs, and we're going to get an offensive foul on a moving screen. That one going against DeBoer, his 2nd, and team well over the limit. Offensive foul, though, so it'll be an inbound. Minute 09 left, and Riverton has opened it up here. And if Rock Springs looks back, they're going to look at DeBoer, only hitting 1 field goal so far this game. Inbound to Paxton. Paxton to DeVries. DeVries to Vincent. They're perfectly content. Oh, they're going to turn it over, and then we're going to get a kicked ball. So it'll remain with, let's see who it'll remain with. I'm not exactly sure. They're going to say it's going to remain with Riverton. I thought they got the steal, but they must have had the kick on it, so no turnover there. DeVries looking to inbound with 57.7 seconds left. This has been an incredible fourth quarter. Vincent gets it, picks up his dribble, and he throws it away, just like they did last time. Looking to get out to Thomas. Monroe able to break up the pass, and it will go out of bounds over after him, but it does mean that Rock Springs will have to reset things. Down 12, 47.1 seconds left. We've got a timeout by Riverton. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be a full timeout with 47.1. You can hear the Riverton faithful cheering. It's not over yet, but the lady is a-singing. We'll be right back on KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, and Adina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home.
It's inbound to DeBoer. He airballs it. Not his night. DeVries comes away with the rebound, gets it to Paxton with 38 seconds to go, and they're going to call a timeout as Paxton was getting stuck back there. Let's see how long it's going to be, if it's going to be a full or a 30. Don't know. 37.4 seconds left. They're going to take a full one. We'll take it with them. Be right back on KTAK.
Floor.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
And we're back here in Afton, Wyoming. Riverton in the fourth quarter has been absolutely dominant, holding Rock Springs to 3 total points. Riverton scoring 16, trailing by 1 to up by 12 in less than 7.5 minutes. Out of the timeout, Vincent looking to inbound, gets into Gabrielson. Gabrielson trying to get Vincent, stolen by DeBoer though. DeBoer gets it to Newman for 3, no good. And away comes DeVries with the rebound. It's stolen right back, though. Turnovers mounting. They get it inside to Butcher. He's no good from 15, and we've got 20 seconds left. Vincent with it. Gets it to Paxton. Monroe going down. DeVries going down the court. They're going to pull it up. They're going to foul DeVries with 12.8 seconds left. But Riverton is going to the final tomorrow and has punched their ticket to Staten Casper. Foul is against Thomas. It's his third. Team well over the limit. DeVries will shoot 2. First one is up and good. 54-41 in favor of Riverton. This has been a ball, ladies and gentlemen. Second one is missed. We've got 10 seconds left. DeBoer bringing it up, gets it to Patterson for 3. Airballs it, no good. We've got 5 seconds. He'll go out of bounds with 4.7 seconds left. They're going to say it was actually partially blocked by Gabrielson, I do believe. So 4.7 seconds to a spot in the region championship game against either the Evanston Red Devils or the Star Valley Braves. Looking to inbound it. They get it into DeBoer. DeBoer shoots for 3. No good. And that's going to do it. And Riverton in the fourth quarter comes storming back and takes the lead and doesn't relinquish it, outscoring their opponent 16-3. I do believe. I will add it up. We will be right back with the KTAK, here on KTAK with the Click It or Ticket postgame show after these messages.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
From the field, to the court, to the pool, and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And welcome back to the KTAK for the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We're joined by Coach Sheets. Coach Sheets, you knew coming in after what happened 2 weeks ago that this was going to be one hell of a game. But to go down by 1 on that 3-quarter shot and then that 4th quarter to hold them to 3 and just absolutely dominate the 4th quarter, got to take a lot of pride in that as a coach.
Yeah, it's one of those that, we want to take the last shot of the half or the quarters. And when Parker got stripped and for him to hit that long shot, that was a heck of a shot. And it's a big momentum changer for teams, both good and bad. And so for us to come out after that play and kind of, I don't want to say dominate the 4th quarter, but play well in the 4th quarter. Really proud of the boys. Showed a lot of heart.
Well, and you finally had, after 4 games, a little bit of a mini slump, if you will. Paxton coming back on fire in the first half really kind of kept you all close with it. And then everybody in the 3rd and 4th decided to join him.
Right. Yeah, for me, Cade is our player of the game just because he came out and hit those big shots. Played well defensively. Had a great game overall, kind of handling the ball and kind of filling in the small parts. So, again, for those guys to step up and hit big shot after big shot when we needed them. And then on the defensive end, Thomas had absolutely killed us the first 2 games. And I don't know what he ended up with. What did he end up with? 12. It felt like 3. But that was good for us because I think we probably kept him under 10 boards. I don't know what he had, but he's been a beast against us these first 2 games. And so for us to kind of limit his efficiency was really good for our post players.
And that was part of our Ranger keys to the game, were limiting Thomas and DeBoer. And really, Thomas, after the first quarter, he had 4 total points. DeBoer, the 1 field goal and 1 free throw.
Yep.
Your defense play, and you have the fouls to prove it. But how much do you trust being able to use Hutchinson and Vincent when they have 4 fouls and trusting them not to go get that 5th?
Yeah, a big part of it's trusting them. The other big part is having guys that can fill in their spot, too. When Hunter and Dre are playing well, they can come in and fill that role. It gives you a little bit more of a comfort zone in using those fouls, so you're exactly right.
And one question I've been meaning to ask this all season. In the preseason, how badly do y'all beat each other up practicing taking charges?
Well, that's a big thing, for our program, even before these kids. That's when you've got small guys, it's almost like a dunk. It's a turnover, it's a foul on one of their better players, because if he's shooting the ball, he's probably pretty decent. So for our guys to take that stretch of charges, and I felt like we took a couple in the first half, they weren't as obvious. And so that was one of our keys, was when those guys come flying in, if they're not going to jump stop and pass or shot, we better take a charge on them.
Well, you got to avenge a previous loss in a game that you probably played one of your worst of the season. You punch your ticket to state. People forget that's guaranteed that.
Yep.
And you got a chance tomorrow, probably against Star Valley, but who knows, the Red Devils could pull an upset. Should be a great atmosphere either way, as Evanston traveled real well. As did Riverton. What's it mean to you and your kids to be able to hear that crowd in that 4th quarter that traveled so well?
What a great kind of home court advantage, when you're 5.5 hours away from home. To have that home court advantage was huge. Just proud of the boys, and I think we're reminded that this is 8 out of 10 regional finals we've been in, so just a credit to the boys and the program for making, like I said, 8 out of 10 regional finals is a pretty good run, and obviously we're not finished yet, but proud of the boys.
Well, we want to thank Coach Sheets and congratulate him once again. On to the regional final tomorrow at 4:30. We'll be right back on KTAK.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
All right, we are welcome back, and we are joined by our Papa Murphy's player of the game. We owe him some coupons, and we ran out of them just the other day during the girls' game, so we'll have to get some more. We're with Cade Gabrielson. Cade, tell me about what the team was feeling during that fourth quarter.
Well, right at the end of that third quarter, David hits that three-quarter court shot to retake the lead, and I don't know, we were hot. We were feeling it going in that fourth quarter, and that's just our luck for them to hit a crazy shot like that, but stuff like that happens in basketball. It's how you bounce back, and we know what we're made of, and if we take care of what we need to do, it's our game.
Well, it used to be when I worked for Tubby Smith, they said you want to have the longest run and the last run. And y'all saved both of them for the last run. Outscoring them, I haven't added it up. I know it was 16 or 17 to 3. Just complete opening the fourth quarter after taking that three-quarter court shot. Could be a momentum changer. Y'all took it, brushed it right off. Opened the fourth quarter on an 8-0 run.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, first half, kind of, as far as the Riverton Wolverines go, kind of the Parker Paxton show. Kind of a good thing to see. We said previous in the pregame, best players being best players. He's been a high-scoring average. Looked to get his shot back. But in the second half, everybody joined him, including you, who had 12 in the second half. You just seemed to start feeling it, and then the team seemed to feed off you.
It is. I mean, as a team, our coach says it best. He says this is one of the closest knit teams he's ever had, and we love each other. And when we see someone else doing good, it's feeding the wolves.
It was indeed. You've got either Star Valley or Evanston tomorrow. 8 out of 10 regional finals, a chance to possibly dethrone Star Valley here at home for a second time. You know they wanted you to win, because they want to see that, but they've got a tough Evanston team.
Bring it on.
We want to congratulate you. Shooting wise, percentage-wise on the day, you're about 6 of 9, so good day from the field.
Hey, not bad.
Good day from the free throw line as well, going 100% and all 2 for 2. But still, great game by you guys, and we look forward to tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have a voice. So we want to thank our Papa Murphy's player of the game for joining us. That's Kate Gabrielson, number 5 in your program, number 1 in your hearts. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
And welcome back to the Clicker Ticket Postgame Show. We're now going to go to our Gatorade player of the game. That's the guy who puts it all on the line, doesn't always get the stat sheet, and that is going to be number 0. He's also number 1 in your hearts after today. Jason Vincent only finishes with 3 points. He is our Gatorade player of the game. And why, may you ask? DeBoer, the most athletic player, probably in 4A West, co-leading scorer along with Thomas. Held him to 1 field goal, that being a 3/4 court shot. Don't know how you defend that. And 1 free throw. That's right, DeBoer had 4 points. So as soon as they turn the lights back on here, we will actually, let's see if I can find my phone. They've turned it off, they've turned them off so that they can get, and I can't find my phone either. I am looking, and we're going to take commercial. Oh, never mind. Here, I got a light now. Okay, for Rock Springs, the leading scorer was Thomas. He had 12, but that's a little misleading. He had 8 in the first quarter and only 4 more through the next 3. Newman finishes with 10. Let's go ahead and turn this on to flashlight here for a second so I can actually see. Okay, finishing with 6 was Lineberger. Butcher with 5, DeBoer with only 4, as previously mentioned, Patterson with 2, Anderson with 2. On the flip side of things for Riverton, Parker Paxson, best players got to be best players, right? As we said in pregame, he finishes with 20. Kate Gabrielson, our Papa Murphy's player of the game, finishes with 14. And now they turn the lights back on, so we can turn the flashlight off. With 14, then it kind of does drop off a little bit. DeVries finishes with 6. 4 for Monroe, 3 for Vincent and Hutchison, and 2 for Hunter Hauk. Rock Springs had 10 turnovers on the day, 7 by Riverton. So your final score is 54-41 in favor of Riverton. So what does this all mean in conclusion for Riverton? That means that they are now state-bound. They are headed to Casper, no matter what happens tomorrow. And we had a technical pregame. I guess somebody dunked for somebody. I guess somebody dunked for Evanston in the warm-up. So free throws to start the game. But it also means that they are in the regional championship tomorrow, facing the winner of this game, Star Valley. And this place is absolutely packed to the gills, and Evanston Red Devils. And it also means they got revenge for one of the worst played games they had of the season. So not too bad to do that. 3 for 3 on your goals. So we'll be right back here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show to wrap things up on KTAK.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
All right, and we are back here on KTAK. To wrap things up, you want to know, Connor, how big that Riverton's comeback in the second half was and how dominating it was?
Sure.
Riverton outscored Rock Springs 14-9 in the third, 17-3 in the fourth, and 31-12 in the second half overall. So Riverton will now advance. I have had an absolute joy calling this game tonight. It has been an absolute fun, fantastic ride. I hope you've enjoyed it too. And we're not done yet with the win tonight. 4:30 tomorrow, so 4:15 Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on KTAK as Riverton will go looking to repeat as the 4A West Regional Tournament champions. We'll see you tomorrow for Kevin Shields, Connor Shields on the scoreboard, and for Kurt Baxter back at the mothership. Thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow on KTA.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!